नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तमलकं च शिष्यं तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्लोक 9 असक्तिरनभिष्वङ्गः पुत्र-दरा-ग्रहादिषु नित्यं च sama-cittatvam ista-anista-upapattisu. So, further sadhanas, the sadhanas that lead to jnana are enumerated. Already we have seen a few of them. Now, next one, Asaktih putra-dara-grhadisu. Asaktih, Asaktih means absence of attachment, not being attached is Asaktih. Not being attached to the object around. Putra-dara-grhadisu, putra, son, dara, wife, griha, house, etc. Asaktih, absence of attachment. And anabhisvangah, putra-dara-grhadisu can be connected here also. Putra-dara-grhadisu asaktih, one sadhana, and putra-dara-grhadisu anabhisvangah. Anabhisvangah means absence of a strong identification in such a way that it is myself. Sometimes we identify with some other people or other objects as though it is my own extension. A kind of tadatmya happens with some objects. Like sometimes the parents will have it with their children, putra, dara, spouse, etc. So, absence of that is called anabhisvangah. Next one is ista-anista-upapattisu nityam sama-cittatvam. Istopapatti and anistopapatti. When a desirable comes about, a desirable happening is istopapatti, and an undesirable occurrence is anistopapatti. Generally, we get elated and dejected When the things are favorable, we get elated. Elation is a false sense of happiness. Because of some favorable condition. And anista-upapatti is, anista-upapattau, we get dejected, dukkha, shoka. Absence of these two, sama-cittatvam, being equal in mind towards both pleasurable as well as adverse situations in life. Always, nityam is called nityam cha sama-cittatvam ista-anista-upapattisu. Sama-cittatvam. So, kincha asaktih saktih sanga-nimitteshu vishayeshu priti-matram tad-abhavaha asaktih. Asaktih. He takes up Asaktih. In order to understand Asaktih, first he explains the meaning of Saktih. Saktih means Sanga-nimitteshu vishayeshu priti-matram. It is priti-matram, just priti, just attachment towards objects that can cause attachment. Sanga-nimitteshu vishayeshu. The objects that can cause attachment towards them, a priti, an attachment, it is called Saktih. Tad-abhavaha asaktih. Absence of that is called Asaktih. Not having attachment. So, when there is attachment, when the object goes away from us, we are unhappy. It bothers us. When there is no attachment, even when the object goes away, we are not emotionally disturbed. So, Asaktih. Then anabhisvangah. So, sanga-nimitteshu vishayeshu is told. So, what are the sanga-nimitta vishaya? You can connect putra-dara-grhadisu here also. Bhashyakara does not state that, but we can understand it that way. Putra-dara, etc. They are also sanga-nimitta vishaya. Anabhisvangah. Abhisvangabhavaha. Abhisvango nama sakti visheshaha eva ananyatma bhavana lakshanaha. Yatha anyasmin sukhini dukkhini va ahameva sukhi dukhi cha जीवति मृते वा अहमेव जीवामि मरिष्यामि च इति क्व इत्याह पुत्र-दरा-grhadisu पुत्रेषु दारेषु आदिग्रहणात् गृहेषु आदिग्रहणात् अन्येष्वपि अत्यन्तेष्टेषु दासवर्गादिषु anabhisvangah, abhisvangabhavah, absence of abhisvangah, absence of extreme attachment is called anabhisvangah. Bhashyakara explains abhisvangah first. Abhisvango nama sakti visheshaha. It is a special type of sakti. Previously, Asaktih is told. Asaktih is an ordinary absence of an ordinary sakti, an ordinary attachment. But this is not an ordinary attachment. This is a special type of attachment. Sakti Vishesha, an extreme attachment. And what kind of extreme attachment? Ananyatma bhavana lakshanaha. It is characterized by thinking that the object is not different from me. Ananyatma bhavana. The object is not different from me, not anya. This kind of bhavana, this kind of thinking, it is the nature of anabhisvangah. He gives example, yatha, just as, for example, anyasmin sukhini dukkhini va, when the other person, my son or my daughter, anyasmin, he is a different person. Son or daughter is different. It is a different jiva altogether. It has its own karma, its own samskara. But when the son or daughter is sukhi, is happy, then I am happy. His happiness is my happiness. When he is sad, I am sad. Anyasmin sukhini dukkhini va, ahameva sukhi dukhi cha. Jivati mruteva, when the other person is living, I am living. When the other person is dead, I am dead. Jivati anyasmin jivati, ahameva jivami, anyasmin mrute ahameva marishyami. Iti cha, this kind of attachment. Qua, where, towards which object, ityaha, putra-dara-grhadisu, towards son, dara, wife, and griha, house, etc. So, putreshu, towards sons, including daughters. Dareshu, towards wives. Dara shabda is always plural. That is why dareshu. It is a nitya bahuvachananta shabda. And griheshu, towards houses, property, real estate. Adigrahanat, there is an adi, not only these three. There is an adi. Adigrahanat anyeshu api. It can happen with the others also. Atyanta ishteshu, which are very close, very dear. Dasavargadishu, dasavarga, the group of servants. Even with some servants it is possible. Even with the pet it is possible. Dasavarga, nowadays pet, shunakadishu. Nowadays, many people are having pets. So earlier it was not encouraged in the Shastra. Keeping a dog is not considered good according to our tradition. Even if there is a dog, it is kept somewhere outside, not like a pet. तच्च उभयं ज्ञानार्थत्वात् ज्ञानमुच्यते. Asaktih and anabhisvangah, these two are also called jnana, because he is referring to etad eanimity proktam. See, verse shloka 11. In shloka 11, Krishna is referring to all these sadhanas as a jnanam, starting from amanitvam onwards up to shloka 11, whatever is told, adhyatma jnana nityatvam tattva jnanartha darshanam, up to this, whatever has been told, Krishna calls it jnanam. Later he will explain why these are called jnanam. All these qualities, even though they are really not jnanam, why they are called jnanam, Krishna will explain in detail later on. Bhashyakara will explain in detail later on. But now somebody may suddenly get a doubt. How Asaktih can be called jnana? Absence of attachment, how this can be called jnana? Or how anabhisvangah can be called jnana? Then Bhashyakara clarifies that doubt. It is called jnanam because it leads to jnana. Taccha ubhayam, both of them, Asaktih and anabhisvangah. Jnanarthatvat, since they are meant for jnana, since they lead to jnana, jnanamuchyate, these two are called jnanam. Not that they themselves are jnana. Since they lead to jnana, they are called jnana. Nityancha sama-cittatvam tulya-cittata kva ista-anista-upapattisu istanam anishtanancha upapattayah sampraptayah tasu ista-anista-upapattisu nityameva tulya-cittata ista-upapattisu न हृष्यति न कुप्यति च अनिष्टोपपत्तिषु तच्च एतत् नित्यं sama-cittatvam ज्ञानम्. नित्यं च sama-cittatvam, nityam means always. Sama-cittatvam, tulya-cittata, having equal attitude, being equal in mind. Kva, where, towards what? Ista-anista-upapattisu. इष्टानाम् अनिष्टानाञ्च उपपत्तयः ista-anista-upapattisu तासु ista-anista-upapattisu. इष्टानाम् उपपत्तिः, उपपत्तयः means sampraptayah, attainment, getting. So getting ishta and anishta. तासु ista-anista-upapattisu. nityameva tulyachittata, having equal attitude. Istopapattishu na hrishyati. When ishta upapatti happens, when ishta prapti happens, when a desirable happening is there, when a desirable thing happens in life, na hrishyati, he is not elated. Anistopapattishu na kupyati, when an undesirable happens in life, na kupyati, he does not get agitated, he is not disturbed. Taccha etat nityam sama-cittatvam. This is nityam sama-cittatvam, and it is jnanam. It is also jnana because it is also a means for jnana. मयि चानन्ययोगेन भक्तिरव्यभिचारिणी विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम् अरतिर्जनसंसदि. मयि च ananyayogena avyabhicharini bhaktihi. So bhakti is another sadhana. What kind of bhakti? Ananyayogena avyabhicharini bhaktihi. Two adjectives are given. Mayi bhakti, bhakti towards Ishvara, and the bhakti should be ananya yogena. Ananya yogena means with the understanding that there is nothing other than Paramatma. There is nothing other than Paramatma. This kind of understanding is called ananya yoga. So ananya yogena bhakti, bhakti with the understanding that Paramatma alone is everything. Therefore Paramatma alone is worth choosing in life. This understanding, the bhakti should be backed with this understanding. And avyabhicharini bhakti, a bhakti which does not change, does not disappear. A constant, steady bhakti. Then vivikta desha sevitvam, taking recourse to a secluded place. Spending time in a secluded place. And one more sadhana, aratir janasamsadi. Janasamsadi aratihi, not having desire for company of people. Not having the desire to socialize with the people. Not being interested in having the company of other people, especially the people who are detrimental to spiritual pursuit. Bhashyakara will explain this. Kincha mayi cha ishvare ananya yogena aprithak samadhina na anyaha bhagavataha vasudevat paraha asti ataha sa eva no gatihi ityevam nishchita avyabhicharini buddhihi ananya yogaha tena bhajanam bhaktihi na vyabhicharanashila avyabhicharini sa cha jnanam. Kincha, also, in addition to the previous sadhanas, mayi cha, mayi means Ishware, bhakti towards Ishvara. Ananya yogena is equal to aprithak samadhina. Avidyamanaha prithak yasmin saha aprithak, in which there is no prithak, there is no other, anya, is called aprithak. That kind of samadhi, aprithak cha asau samadhihi cha, aprithak cha asau samadhihi, aprithak samadhihi. A samadhi which is aprithak means a samadhi in which there is nothing other than Ishvara. Here samadhi means an understanding. Or focus. A focus in which there is nothing other than Paramatma. Means total focus towards Paramatma, total dedication towards Paramatma. Ananya yogena is equal to aprithak samadhina. So the focus is totally towards Paramatma. You do not worship Paramatma for the sake of something else. You are worshipping Paramatma for the sake of Paramatma only. That is Ananya Yoga. So, na anyaha bhagavataha vasudevat paraha asti ataha saha eva naha gatihi ityevam nishchita. So, he explains Ananya Yoga. Bhagavataha vasudevat anyaha paraha na asti. There is no other greater thing, no other greater principle than Bhagavan Vasudeva. Ataha, therefore, saha eva naha gatihi, he alone is the gati, the ultimate goal. The goal is only Paramatma Vasudeva. Ityevam nishchita, ascertained in this manner, with this kind of an ascertainment, with this kind of an understanding, it is the meaning of Ananya Yogena. Another adjective, avyabhicharini. Nishchita avyabhicharini buddhihi ananya yoga. Ityevam nishchita buddhihi. Such firm conviction, firm understanding. Nishchita means avyabhicharini. The buddhi which does not shake, which is not shaky, it is clear, it is firm, a firm understanding that Bhagavan alone is the ultimate goal. It is called Ananya Yoga. See here, Bhashyakara takes the meaning of yoga as buddhi, understanding. A clear understanding that Paramatma alone is greatest. Therefore, Paramatma alone is our goal, is Ananya Yoga. Tena bhajanam bhaktihi. Bhajanam bhaktihi. What is the pratyaya? Not ki, tin. Striyam tin. Bhave tin. Striyam tin. Yesterday only we saw. Bhajanam bhaktihi. So bhakti means bhajanam, worshipping Bhagavan. Na vyabhicharanashila avyabhicharini. And this bhakti is avyabhicharini, means na vyabhicharanashila. It does not change, it does not shake. Sacha jnanam, even this bhakti is a jnana. Jnana means jnana sadhanam. Jnana sadhanatvat jnanam. It will be told later in the Mula itself. Vivikta desha sevitvam. Viviktaha. Svabhavataha. Samskarena va. Ashuchyadibhihi. Sarpavyagradibhischa. Rahitaha. Aranya. Nadipulina. Devagrhadihi. Devagrhadibhihi is there or Devagrhadihi is there? Devagrhadihi. That is a better reading. Grhadihi anta idೆಯಾ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ? ಯಾವುದದು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹೊಳ್ನರಸೀಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. Okay. Devagrhadihi is a better reading. Devagrhadihi. Viviktaha deshaha. Tam sevitum. Sheelam. Asya iti. Vivikta desha sevi. Tadbhavaha. विविक्तदेशसेवित्वं विविक्तदेशसेवित्वं विविक्तः देशः विविक्तदेशः a desha means a place which is vivikta, secluded. A secluded place, and the seclusion can be possible either naturally or by samskara. Swabhavataha, it may be naturally secluded, or samskarena, or through some process you can make it secluded, like build a wall, etc. You can make it secluded. And it is ashuchyadibhihi sarpavyaghradibhischa rahitaha. The place should be clear from ashuchis, impurities. And sarpavyaghradibhischa rahitaha, it is free from the wild animals and serpents, sarpa, snake, vyaghra, tiger, etc. It should be free from them. Chora also is included in some books. Aranya nadi pulina-deva-grhadihi. He gives some examples. Aranya, forest. Nadi pulina, nadi tira, bank of a river. And devagriha. So aranya and nadi pulina are swabhavataha vivikta, whereas devagriha is samskarataha vivikta. Viviktaha deshaha, it is called vivikta desha. Tam sevitum shilam asya iti vivikta desha sevi. One who has the habit of spending time in such places, living in such places, is called vivikta desha sevi. Tasya bhavaha, tadbhavaha vivikta desha sevitvam. The nature of being so is called vivikta desha sevitvam. Why one should go to such vivikta desha? Why one cannot remain in a marketplace? Bhashyakara explains the significance of vivikta desha. Vivikteshu hi desheshu chittam prasidati yataha tataha atmadi bhavana vivikte upajayate ataha vivikta desha sevitvam jnanamuchyate. Yataha, since vivikteshu desheshu chittam prasidati, in such vivikta desha, in such a secluded and sanctified place, it should be sanctified, secluded, as well as pure place, sanctified place. In such places, chittam prasidati, the mind becomes calm. Tataha, thereby, vivikte, in the vivikta desha, atmadi bhavana upajayate, one can easily abide in Atma, etc. Atmadi bhavana, the thoughts dealing with the Atma, etc. Upajayate, arises. In such places, it is easy to contemplate. It is easy to meditate, easy to contemplate. Ataha, therefore, vivikta desha sevitvam jnanam uchyate. Therefore, vivikta desha sevitva, being present in a vivikta desha, it serves as a means for jnana. Jnana sadhanatvat jnanam uchyate. Aratihi, aramanam, kva jana samsadi, jananam, prakritanam, samskara shunyanam, avinitanam. What is there? Samsat, samavayah, jana samsat, na samskaravatam, vinitanam samsat, tasyaha jnanopakarakatvat, ataha prakrita jana samsadi, aratihi jnanarthatvat, jnanam. Aratihi jana samsadi. Aratihi means aramanam, not being able to enjoy, being unable to enjoy. Ramanam means enjoying. Aramanam means absence of enjoyment. So ratihi, ram plus tin is ratihi, ramanam ratihi. Aramanam is aratihi, absence of enjoyment, means not finding pleasure. Where kva jana samsadi, in the collection of people, in the gathering of people. What kind of people? Bhashyakara explains. Jananam prakritanam, prakritanam jananam, the prakrita people. Prakrita means people do not have the shastra samskara, are called prakrita. They may be otherwise sophisticated, they may speak very good English, but they don't have shastra samskara. Such people are called prakrita. He explains the word prakrita. Samskara shunyanam, they don't have any samskara. Avinitanam, and they are avinita, they are not humble, they are arrogant people. Samsat, samsat means samavayah, assembly, gathering of such people is called jana samsat. So by the word jana, jananam samsat, jana samsat. From the word jana, what kind of jana we should take? Prakrita jana. Not the samskaravatam vinitanam samsat. By jana samsadi, Bhagavan does not intend the gathering of the good people, the virtuous people. Samskaravataan vineetanam samsatna, not the gathering of samskaravatam, samskaravat, people who have samskara, they have shastra samskara, and they are vineetaha, they are humble, polite. That kind of people, their assembly is not intended by Janasamsat, because their company is desirable for jnana. Tasyaha jnana upakarakatvat. The assembly, the association of the good people, the people with the samskara, it is favorable to jnana, jnana upakarakatvat. Therefore, it is not intended by Janasamsat. Instead, Prakrita Janasamsat is intended, not having interest in the gathering of such jana, such Prakrita Jana. It is a jnana sadhana. Ataha, therefore, Prakrita Jana Samsadihi Aratihi, the distaste towards the gathering of Prakrita Jana, the worldly minded people, it is jnanarthatva jnanam. It is jnana because it leads to jnana. So, avoiding the company of worldly minded people is also a sadhana. Not to spend too much of time in unnecessary socialization, etc. Adhyatma jnana nityatvam tatvajnanartha darshanam etadjnanamiti proktam ajnanam yadatonyatha. Adhyatma jnana nityatvam. So, being committed to the pursuit of the knowledge of Atma, trying to understand the Atma, etc., constantly, means doing Shravana, Manana, etc., regularly. And Tattvajnanartha darshanam. Tattvajnana artha means the prayojana of Tattvajnana, the purpose of Tattvajnana, the purpose of knowing the truth. Darshanam, understanding it, always thinking about the purpose of Atmajnana. Atmajnana leads to moksha. Therefore, I should pursue Atmajnana. This kind of a thinking, in other words, entertaining mumukshutva, cultivating mumukshutva, etad jnanamiti proktam. This is called jnana. These sadhanas, if you count, they are 20 in number, starting from amanitvam, adambhitvam, ahimsa, kshantihi, arjavam, acharyopasanam, shaucham, sthiryam, atmavinigraha, indriyartheshu vairagyam, anahankaraha, जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि दुःख दोषानुदर्शनम असक्तिः anabhisvangah नित्यंच sama-cittatvam ista-anista-upapattisu मयि चानन्ययोगेन भक्तिरव्यभिचारिणी विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम् अरतिर्जनसंसदि अध्यात्मज्ञाननित्यत्वं तत्त्वज्ञानार्थदर्शनम्. Total 20. So these 20 eanimity proktam, they are called jnanam. Yad ataha anyatha, whatever is opposite of this, ataha anyatha, whatever is contrary to this, is ajnanam. It is ajnana. Ajnana means it is jnana virodhi. It takes one away from jnana. Kincha adhyatmajnana-nityatvam atmadi-vishayam jnanam adhyatmajnanam tasmin nityabhavah nityatvam. Yeah. So adhyatmajnana-nityatvam. What is adhyatmajnanam? Atmadi-vishayam jnanam adhyatmajnanam. The knowledge of Atma etc. Atma etc. means Atma and Anatma. Means Atmanatma Viveka. Atmadi-vishayam jnanam means Atmanatma Viveka. It is called Adhyatma jnanam. Tasmin nityabhavaha nityatvam. Tasmin nityatvam. Nityatvam means nityabhavaha. Being regular, being committed to Atmanatma Viveka. Means constantly making effort to distinguish Atma from the Anatma by means of Shravana, Manana, etc. Then amanittvadinam jnana sadhakanam jnana sadhananam is there. Yeah, that's a better reading. Jnana sadhananam bhavana paripaka nimittam tatvajnanam tasya arthaha mokshaha samsaro paramaha tasya alocanam tatvajnanarthadarshanam tatvajnana phalalochanehi tat sadhananusthani pravrittihi syaditi. Yeah. Tatvajnanarthadarshanam. What is Tattvajnanam? Tattvajnanam is Tattvasya Jnanam. The Jnana of the Tattva, the absolute truth, Brahman, Brahmajnana. And this Brahmajnana will arise only when other sadhanas are paripakva. Means only when other sadhanas are mature, when they are properly assimilated, only then Brahmajnana can happen. So see, Brahmajnana is a result of maturity in all other sadhanas, amanitvam, etc. Now, if one has to cultivate amanitva, etc., one should have a motivation to cultivate amanitva, etc., the sadhanas. And the motivation will not come until one has a very strong interest in the goal, moksha. Because when do we do the sadhana? When we are interested in the goal. If someone is interested in getting good marks, he will study properly. The desire for the end makes us interested in the goal. Therefore, in order to do the means, in order to practice the means, one should have a strong desire for the goal. Therefore, Bhagavan says, one should think about the goal of this means. When the goal is clear and the desire for the goal is strong, then there is motivation to cultivate the sadhanas. So that is the significance of Tattvajnanartha Darshanam, thinking about the purpose of Tattvajnana. See, amanitvadinam jnana sadhananam, amanitva etc. are jnana sadhanas. Bhavana paripaka nimittam, on account of, as a result of the paripaka, the fructification of the practice of these sadhanas, amanitva etc. When amanitva etc., they are constantly practiced, their bhavana paripaka, the fructification of their practice. Their fructification means they become strong and they become properly etched in our mind, in our personality. Then it is called bhavana paripaka. When one gets maturity in terms of these sadhanas, as a result of that, tattvajnana arises. So, tasya arthaha mokshaha. Moksha is the artha. Artha means prayojana. The purpose, the result of tattvajnana is moksha. And what is moksha? Samsaro paramaha, cessation of samsara, freedom from samsara. Tasya alochanam, thinking about moksha, understanding about moksha is called tattvajnanartha darshanam. Keep thinking about moksha, how good it is to attain moksha, how important it is to attain moksha. Thinking this is called tattvajnanartha darshanam. So this tattvajnanartha darshanam is mentioned at last because it is the one which motivates us to imbibe, to cultivate all other sadhanas. See, tattvajnana phalalochanehi, only when we think about the phala of tattvajnana, tat sadhananusthane pravrittihi syat. One gets pravritti, one gets motivated to practice all the sadhanas for tattvajnana. Therefore, even tattvajnanartha darshanam is included among the sadhanas. In fact, it is the driving force behind all other sadhanas. That is why it is kept at last. The driver is in the front. So, etat amanitvani tattvajnanartha darshanantam uktam jnanamiti proktam jnanarthatvat. Etat means etat uktam, what is mentioned so far. Amanitvadi tattvajnanartha darshanantam, starting from amanitva up to tattvajnanartha darshanam. Jnanamiti proktam, it is called jnanam. Why it is called jnanam? Jnanarthatvat, because it is meant for jnana. It leads to jnana. Ajnanam yadataha asmat yathoktat anyatha viparyayena manitvam dambhitvam himsa akshantihi anarjavam ityadi ajnanam vijneyam pariharanaya samsara pravritti karanatvat iti. Ajnanam yadataha asmat yathoktat anyatha. Yat ataha, ataha means asmat. Then this means yathoktat jnanat, the jnana sadhana which is mentioned. Anyatha means viparyayena, opposite of this, opposite of these 20. They are ajnanam. What are they? We can understand easily. Bhashyakara gives some indications. Manitvam, opposite of amanitvam. Dambhitvam, himsa, akshantihi, anarjavam, ityadi, etc. They are the opposite of amanitvam, etc. They are ajnanam vijneyam. They should be understood as ajnanam. Why ajnanam? Opposite of jnana. Jnana virodhi. In that sense, ajnanam. Why they are called ajnanam? Pariharanaya. Why we should understand them? Manitvam, etc. Pariharanaya. So that we can avoid them. If there are such qualities, they should be removed with effort. So why it should be avoided? Samsara pravritti karanatvat. Because they push towards samsara. Samsara pravritti karanatvat. They become cause of engaging in samsara. Therefore, they should be avoided. Iti. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.